From Buffalo to the big leagues, this is Maddie Tells All. I'm here with Maria-Isabelle, and I'm so excited to have you. I just met you a few weeks ago, and I loved your energy. You came right up to my sister and I. You shook our hands, and you were like, hey, what are you guys doing here? And I want you to come on and introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Maria-Isabelle. I am Spurs Girl NYC on social media. And yeah, you were such a fun vibe, and that's what I do at events.
No, have you always been so outgoing?
No, when I was little.
Okay.
Like when I was very, very little, I was very shy. So I will turn red whenever people will come and say hi to me. And I went to like all girls school, like from like elementary school, but then I changed to like boys and girls. And like when boys will come and talk to me, I will like turn red and like be super shy.
I still turn red when they talk to me. When I run away from attractive men. And that's totally what I'm attracted to is attractive. I've dated everything under the sun. But when I see an attractive man, I won't make eye contact with them. My face gets red. I stutter and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It happens to me too. Like if I'm too confident with you and you're a man, I don't like you.
Exactly. So after the event, right, we were at an event together with Syndicate in Manchester City. Is that how they say?
Yes.
Manchester City. Beautiful men everywhere. I did not talk to any of them.
I know.
And I came home and my little sister and I were like, what is our problem? And Lainey, my best friend, is like, Madeline, you got to be okay with rejection and you have to just go. But why is it? We could literally talk to anyone.
I think that is the fear because, I mean, like if you don't like someone and they reject you, you don't care. But like if you find someone attractive and they're like, whatever, then you feel like some type of way. So
100%. But we were at that event. It was so cool to just meet with so many content creators. How long have you been in New York for?
17 years, I believe.
17. Oh, so did you like basically grow up here?
Yeah, I went to high school, some middle school, and then college here. I didn't move.
Okay, so when did you get into the social media space?
I will say consistently like 3 years ago, but it was always in the back of my head. I just, it took a lot of confidence and...
For sure. Did you grow up playing sports?
No.
Oh my God, even better. Where did the sports addiction happen?
I don't even know. I was a very girly girl growing up. Like I did ballet, cheerleading, but not sports. My mom was a sports girl. My brother loved soccer, and I just didn't understand. But when I went to college, I went for journalism. And then the only time I would get excited about sports was when the Colombian men national team will play, like in the World Cup or Copa America. I'm Colombian. And so I would get super excited when they played. And during college, I started having anxiety attacks. And I love journalism, but I was like, I cannot give bad news every day.
Facts. I don't watch the news for that reason. Oh. And my parents and my sister was like, you're living in La La Land. And I'm like, I can't watch that. TikTok is worse enough right now.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, and then that was when a soccer tournament was happening here in the United States and Colombia was playing. I was like, oh, maybe I can be a sports journalist. Like, this makes me happy. I want people to feel what I feel when I watch sports. And there were not many women that look and sounded like me. So I started learning more about this sports environment. And then I had a boyfriend. He took me to baseball games, to football games, to horse racing, all of this.
Everything. Huge sports guy.
And I was like, I liked every single sport. And so I started putting myself out there, going to every single sporting event I could go to. I went to the US Open and I like everything. I haven't found a sport that I don't like. And also, like, as I was learning, I was telling my parents, and we grew up basically only watching soccer. So in order for them to also understand, I was like, well, maybe I have to do it in Spanish. And like I saw the gap, and I don't know, it it just excites me so much.
So you started the page. You probably had your personal Instagram, correct?
Yes.
Did you swap over or start a whole new Instagram?
No, I swap over. So I didn't put Sports Girl NYC until like last year.
Oh, really? Okay, since you've done that, do you feel like the engagement and contracts have gone up?
So
SEO, baby. New York City sports. People are Googling that every single day. And girls in sports.
If you do Google and you put sports content creators in New York City, I pop up like one of the first ones.
We love that.
I was like, how? And it took me so long to change it because I don't know why you get so attached to your handle.
Oh, but like when this podcast goes out, my whole entire Instagram will be doing all of these different swaps, and I am Buffalo Food Slut has been my baby. It's been my biggest brand deals, everything. It's what started my career, and everyone told me it was a stupid name. It could never be successful, and it took me there, so I am so attached, but we still are keeping that. But it's going to be crazy because when this is out, I can say it now, it'll be my Instagram handle I have Maddie Tells All, which is going to be the name of the podcast. And then Buffalo Food Slut switching to my personal Instagram. My personal Instagram then becomes Buffalo Food Slut.
Oh,
so
my God.
all of these transitions solely for the reason of like, I want people to know more Madeline Hall. And your aspect in your field, you're in sports. It's better off to have that for SEO purposes. But then also, do you have at least your name, like full name right underneath that?
Yeah,
I think you
have
do.
Maria-Isabelle.
Okay, good.
And I tried to say my name in all of my videos.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So where do you do it, in the beginning or end?
Sometimes
like the intro?
Sometimes at the beginning, sometimes at the end, like I'm here at the Madeline's podcast. Oh no, I usually say like from New York City, I am Maria-Isabelle, from MetLife Stadium or from Citi Field, whatever I am, and then I am Maria-Isabelle, and I do like this hand thing.
So that's okay. Tell the people right now, because my podcast, I know I spontaneously just threw you into the thunder today, and I was like, hey, can you come in? So the background, it's hospitality, business entrepreneurship, family, New York City, but a ton about social media. So feel free to like give any pointers of that. When you said you're doing a hand thing, like why is that? Did you see it from other content creators?
I do CrossFit.
And
I've been doing it for like 10 years, same gym,
that's like
same
a cult,
everything.
like you in it.
And one of my head coaches, he saw me when I was like in college, and like he helped me with assignments. I was already like interviewing athletes, so he will help me. Like I interview athletes from CrossFit, and then he will give me like his point of view, whatever. So they actually saw me grow. And then once I started like last FIFA World Cup, I started like going to like different bars and interviewing fans and all of that. Also, and then I went into the Madison Square Garden. And when I did that big step, he actually told my classmates, like the class in CrossFit, which is usually the same people at the same time. They're like, oh, Maria-Isabelle, she's like a sports journalist. She's going to the court of Madison Square Garden and all of this. And I always been so strict with like, tell me Maria-Isabelle. Like I told you, like not only Maria, but like Maria-Isabelle. Like people are like Maria, and I'm like, no, it's Maria-Isabelle.
Yep.
And like the reason is because you might know a lot of Marias, but not like few Maria-Isabelle.
It's like when people call me, my nickname is Maddie, and they're like, oh, Madison. I'm like, no, it's not Madison. I'm like, Madeline, it's more unique.
Yes. And so when he said it, oh, she's Maria-Isabelle. And I don't know, between them, the way that he said it, then everybody started calling me Maria-Isabelle. But then there was this specific guy. His name is Danny. And I don't know where he got it. And he's like, Maria-Isabelle. So he started doing the hand thing. And then everybody started doing it. And since I have always worked for myself, like, I was like, I can do that in my videos. And they were like, you should trademark it and things like that. And so I started doing it.
Did you in the beginning? Like, when do you do it?
I started doing it when I was in Madison Square Garden. So I will be like, from Madison Square Garden, I am Maria-Isabelle. And then at that time, I was collaborating with like a publication. And this guy was like, Maria, you have to keep doing the Maria-Isabelle. I was like, okay. But then I thought it was silly, but the time passes and people at the stadium were telling me, oh, you're Maria-Isabelle.
I was going to say, do people come up to you? That's when
yes.
they're like, okay.
And I was like, because I stopped for like a little bit, because I was like, this is so silly. This is not professional. But no, people will recognize me because of the hand. And then my dad was telling me that people in Colombia were telling him, oh, she has like her signature and things like that. Or people will, when they will text me, they will put Maria-Isabelle and put like the two hands.
Is your Canadian or your Colombian audience turning into Mets fans?
I hope so. I just interviewed a Colombian person, but that was random. I never met a Colombian in City Field. I just met him, and I was so excited that he was full Mets fan and full Colombian. But they do see my content, and I do it in Spanish. So I honestly think the Mets are doing like a really good job at marketing right now.
Yeah, so go into that. You just dropped that on us, which I love, because Brie at the studio at Gotham was just saying that they're taking all of their employees and they're taking a party bus and they're going to the Mets Stadium. They're going to do vlogging content. And then you're like, oh, I do this Spanish content for them. So what's that about?
Yeah, so like starting this year, I was like, okay, I want to start like working more like with big brands and things like that. So I reached out to someone that I knew at the Mets, and I say, I've been doing content for so long. I was wondering if the Mets are open to like do Spanish, maybe, because that's my like strong asset, I will say.
For sure.
And they were looking to increase their Spanish audience.
Perfect.
So
and that creates tourism too. Yeah. And just new people in the stadium. I always say, like, you can't have the same clientele every single time. When I started throwing BFS parties, it was a lot of the same clientele. Now it's like I know 20% of the people, 80 people I don't know. And then it's different every single time, and the networking and communication skills. But for them, it's like it's New York. If they keep having the same audience, they're going to start comping tickets because someone's an influencer, someone's this, someone's a family member. So it's huge to just have a completely different Spanish audience.
And I told them, like, I didn't grow up watching baseball. I became a fan in 2016, 17, something like that. I went to my first baseball game. I was so bored. I was like, when it does this ends, who wants water? Who wants drinks? I want to go and get them.
I want to take a lap, see where the boys are at.
And at that time, the games were a lot longer. But then the more I went, the more excited I got. And then I got into sports. So I was like, okay, let me actually learn this sport. And it was during a Subway Series. I went with my mom and my nephew. My mom also never knew about baseball like that. And we got into it like so much, and we fell in love, and now I'm like, I know the struggle of someone who didn't grow up watching baseball, so I think I can talk to their audience.
So when you started to do all of your content, were you just at home filming content? Were you interviewing people on the streets? What was like some of your first content you put out?
I think I was always out. It took me a long time to like realize what I wanted, how to do it, because I graduated from journalism, so at the beginning, my content, and sometimes I'm still like, which I'm trying to get away a little bit because it doesn't sell on social media, but like I was very like professional and like the journalist, reporter, because
for sure
that was like my first dream. Like I wanted to be a sports journalist and probably work for like a big TV.
Even now you're working with the damn Mets. Like, your dream.
I know. I feel like the industry also has changed. Like, I remember when I first went to a stadium, I was doing my internship, and I went to Red Bull Arena. Now it's Sports Illustrated Stadium, which is a soccer team. And I recorded with my phone. They were like, oh my God, you cannot record with your phone. And that was not too long ago. That was like 2019. I guess 6 years. But it's not too long. And they were like, you cannot record with your phone. It's not professional camera. I was like, bro, okay.
I'm just doing me.
I know. And it was so new. And since I was a woman and entering in this sports, like I had a lot of imposter syndrome. So like you didn't want to do anything wrong because you were like you were earning that spot. So, but then after pandemic, I think everything changed and they were more open to it. But still, I still had the mindset that I wanted to be this reporter kind of thing. And it has taken me some time to like actually switch to like sports content creation. And like, I've been thinking like, okay, I do like to tell stories. It doesn't matter how you tell the story as long as it's fact checked and whatever. It doesn't matter the medium. So, but yeah.
No, I love that. So bring me back a little bit to childhood. I've spent some time in Colombia. I've been there a few times. Did I not tell you that? I did Cartagena.
I think you told
Baru, Isla Grande, Bogota, Medellin, Santa Marta. Where else did I go? The only place we didn't go was like Cali, which everyone said is like incredible. But have you gone to Baru? It's like I probably am butchering it.
Probably not.
It's right outside of Cartagena. It's an hour away and it's a beach town.
No.
Okay, so this beach town's incredible. You like get on the back of a motorcycle of some strangers for $10. They give you a tube, and then you go rafting down the rivers, which I did not know. There's crocodiles in that water.
Oh my God.
But they are like, there's nothing to worry about. The creek isn't big enough that they don't grow. Like they only are like they're mini crocodiles, but I don't care.
Yeah.
There's still you're not telling me there's not one that just outgrowed the rest. Like there's always a giant in the group. But
so when they told you this after everything?
Yeah, I've gone for the last 2 years, and then they like dropped a bomb on that and said, and I was like, what? That's happening? But I love, and my brother's wife is Colombian. We love Michelle.
Nice.
Yes.
Where is she from?
I have no clue, but I feel like I've adventured more throughout Colombia than she has. So you grew up in Colombia?
I grew up until I was like 12.
Okay.
And
so
then
what did that look like, childhood?
I don't know. I lived in a bubble, I guess. I am a church girl, so I went to like church every Sunday. I went to all girls
Were you in
school.
Cartagena? What part of Colombia
Bogota.
were you? Okay, Bogota.
So I went to an all girls school. But I remember like 5th grade or 4th grade, I don't remember. I always wanted to be on TV. But I was very shy. I was very shy. And I remember, those things that when the teacher tells, like the first day, they're like, introduce your friend.
Yes.
Like say her name and say what she wants to do. So we went to the front. I was shy, but we went and then my classmate, she was like, oh, she's Maria-Isabelle and she wants to be a broadcast journalist. And the teacher was like, well, she's too shy to be a broadcast journalist. Like, I remember those words.
You pick that clip and you send it right to the teacher and you say, look where I am now.
Yes. And I was like, but in my mind, it made me feel some type of way, but I knew it was true. Like,
haters are your biggest motivator. She was like one of your first haters.
Yes. I was like, but now that I'm a grown adult, I'm like, you wouldn't tell that to like a little girl.
No, definitely not.
But that, I was like, she's not wrong. Like, if I want to make this happen, I have to get out of my comfort zone. So my mom did put me in Colombia in like classes where like I had like TV, radio, and like I was getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. But then we moved, and now it was like a whole new language. And now it's like it was another obstacle. But I think I had always like my desire to succeed has been bigger than like all the obstacles and the fears that I have had, that I have overcome it little by little.
So when did you start to become outgoing?
I think when I moved here, I started
You're
like
forced to be.
Yeah, I started being more outgoing. But I don't know when I fully like became outgoing. Like I don't have like a specific moment.
Yes, I definitely was even shy until about 6th grade. I think it's because I went from Catholic school to public school, and then I just like everyone was so close knit that I never felt truly like I was part of a group. And then in middle school, when I opened it up and you have all these new friends, like, and I was like, I want it. And I always was trying to go to the high school parties, and I was like, I'm never gonna get invited if I'm not outgoing. And it opens up that doors, but I think what's crazy is I've met some content creators that are so loud on Instagram, so wild, and then in person, they are no personality, no nothing. And it was so refreshing just to like meet someone like you that just like right away came up to us. Like, that's me all the time. And people get thrown off sometimes in New York. Like, if I'm on the subway and a person's sitting next to me, they don't have headphones on, and like I see a beautiful view, I'm like, that's why we live here. I like spark up a conversation. I've met incredible people that way, but then some people, I swear, I'm like, they're acting like they don't speak English. I'm like, I know you hear me right now.
Yeah, I think for me it was little by little. I remember high school and things like that. I started being like participating, raising my hand, being in things, and then once I got into college, like it was little by little. And I have gotten that a lot when people are like, they meet me in person, they're like, oh my god, you're the same person that you are on social media. I was like, well, isn't it everybody? And they're like, no, they put a personality. And I was like, oh, I thought we had to be authentic.
Like all the time. And that's because people right now are always so scared. They're like, in the world of AI, it's going to replace content creators. Like, no, it's not. People are going to, yes, we're going to have some competition 100%, because even myself right now, there's like, I'm a huge Bills fan. And there is this like hysterical gorilla that's like, a gorilla Buffalo Bill or something like that, and his content, it's a gorilla
oh my
AI
god,
at the Bills tailgate.
I need to see that.
It's hysterical.
Wait, is that gorilla AI or is that real gorilla?
No, it's a AI gorilla.
Because the story of the gorilla?
What?
There was a Netflix documentary I was watching, but now probably it's not a Bills
not
fan.
not Save Harambe or whatever.
I don't know, but now I'm confusing the teams. But there was this fan that he will always go to the games. Gorilla. He was like big in Twitter and everything.
Well, there is a Bills.
But then he became like a criminal almost.
I gotta watch this because there is a guy that comes to our tailgates at Game Day Buffalo. And he's come to some of our New York ones, but he's a Sasquatch. He's Sasquatch Bill or something. So I thought he at first was making this Bill's gorilla content, but like it's hysterical. And I even messaged them. I'm like, we got to do a collab. Like, I don't know what that looks like at all because I've never done that. But if you don't get with the times, you're going to die out. And that's what I was just at this food festival talking to so many businesses, and I'm like, how are you not on Instagram / you're telling me that you spent $20,000 rebranding your whole thing, remarketing, and then you never touched Instagram and social media. And then the reason why you can't get into Walmart is because the whole entire stocks are with all your competitors who are so active on social. Companies like that, like a Walmart,
of course, want
viral people, because then influencers are going to go in there like the Mr. Beast chocolate bar and blog about it the whole entire time. And then everyone goes to Walmart. That's the world we live in. Yeah. And if it's every year is a new generation.
Technology and everything. Like, that's what I'm saying also about AI. I'm always like, people are like, oh no, oh my God. I was like, bro, if you made that mistake with social media of being like, oh no, social media, blah, blah, and then a lot of businesses went out of business because they didn't go into social media. Now, don't make the same mistake with AI. It's not going anywhere. It's not. Nope. You better learn.
I think people think it's just going away.
Like you better learn how to adjust your business and how AI can help you with. Because
how would you say you implement it into your work?
Well, right now I use a lot for ideas. I mean, I do my content in both languages.
Oh yeah.
So it helps me a lot with subtitles.
Do you put your stuff on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you able to like put it into Spanish, or do you have to do you film 2 videos?
No. So I think I was watching the other day another video, and then they were like translating like simultaneously. I was like, wait, no, I wanted to hear it. Mr.
Beast like translates all of his stuff in all the languages. I don't know how many languages there are out there in the world.
I think they do it automatically, right, on YouTube.
Yeah.
In the settings. No, what I do is like I put subtitles. So like, for example, if I'm talking in English, I put subtitles in Spanish and vice versa. I don't know how that affects my algorithm. Some people say it affects it, some people helps, but it's like, okay, that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, that's how I'm doing AI. Like, it helps me with subtitles, doing it faster.
I'll say too, like with it, and I don't know how much do you have to, I mean, you're doing brand deals, correct? So talk about brand deals. It's something that people are so new to. Like, I'm always trying to explain to my parents, how I'm getting brand deals for this, what that looks like. I'm huge on like when I'm doing these brand deals, like, okay, I'm hosting this event. I'm going to bring your product into the bar. We're going to do cocktails with it. I'm going to do reels with it. I have videographer, photographer. And then after the event, I'm going to plug it a bunch of times so it's organic. What do some of your brand deals look like?
Right now, it's a lot of like, so I do a lot of sports. So they invite me to like sporting events and then create content, or like brands wants me to go, and it's basically that, going to events and they want me to make a reel, a post about it, or they send me products. And then they want me to do.
So how big are you? I'm head negotiator of at game day, and I'm ruthless. But I kill everyone with kindness, and I don't. But a lot of times I don't accept free product because I can't have a house filled with hoodies and chocolates and all this stuff. I can't do it. So I'm like, and also it's for me to take the time, do these unboxing videos. I want to look cute. I want to edit it. I want to make it real. Time. So I'm like, unless this PR package is something incredible, I'd rather you just gift it to somebody else, or let's talk about building a partnership together and not doing a one unboxing.
Yes.
So how are some of the brands, like, do you have 6-month contracts, year contracts with some of these brands?
Well, it depends, with the Mets we started with a small contract, but
do you have to hit desirables like in numbers with them at all?
Like metrics?
Yeah, like
they I'm pretty sure they see the metrics. Yes. We haven't gone through it. Like, I just started working with them for like 1 month ago. 2 months
amazing
ago.
Yeah.
But about the free stuff, I totally get it. I like when brands are like, we want to send you this, you don't have to post about it. I was like,
when
okay.
they say that stuff. Yes, and guess what? I still end up like,
yes,
I got a pair of cowboy boots from this brand, and I'm like, I love these cowboy boots.
Yes, I mean, you want to, like, I think we are in this space because we like to create content. Like, it's not like, it is a business, but we also like it. So for the most, like just 2 months ago or last month, like, they were sending me packages, and I wanted to create at least a story, but I was so busy that I didn't get to it. Like, for the
then you
free
feel
stuff.
bad because then they're waiting and waiting, and they're so excited, and that's why I just try to be so upfront with them.
But they want me to make like a whole video about like something free, unless it's something that is gonna like really escalate my brand.
Or they have an amazing social platform. Like, all day I'll do these PR unboxings with, if a company has 100,000 followers and I don't,
and they are gonna repost or something. But sometimes they want you to do like all this video and then just use your audience, and then
they don't engage, don't comment, don't repost, don't do anything. And I'm like, that's not organic. It makes it look like I was just trying to get on your platform. Like, get involved with it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Like, it's very new, but also not new. And since it's very like saturated, like, there are a lot of creators that are willing to like get free stuff and post it because they probably are not getting brand deals yet. But I think brands do need to know that this is like, for some of us, this is our full-time job, and we need to get paid for it.
100%. Like,
or engage or something like that. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say I never do free stuff. I do free things, but if it aligns with like where I want to go and what I want to do.
Correct. So hospitality has been a huge part of my life for so long. I was in the service industry, front of the house, back of the house, for 9 years. Have you ever been in hospitality? If not, what does hospitality mean to you when you're going to these events?
Oh my God. I feel like just last month I partnered up with IBM, and the hospitality of them, like the person in charge with me, it was Ade, and she was with me all day. She took me to lunch. She made me feel so special, and I was so like, it made me feel like I want to do extra work for you.
That's when you get to have that moment. I did a solo episode about this Dubai chocolate company I worked with. I gave them my all, and I over delivered on every platform. He even handed me some cash when I was leaving because he was just like, I know I like owe you more. Like, he was like, just take this, go get yourself lunch. And he was like, then he sent me another text message, him and his team, and they're like, you are incredible, and we can't wait to do work with you. Having that one-on-one, because I was meeting the actual owners of the company, not their assistant, not anyone, but when you got taken out for lunch, go on.
Yeah, like, I feel like when the brands go above and beyond and they really value you, like, I mean, I always do more for like you always want to do good. You want the video, the post to do good, to create. But like if the brand is treating you like nothing, it's like, and sometimes it's not even more money or anything, but like how they treat you, you know, and the value that you get. So
no, 100%. And speaking of food, when you go to some of these events, what's the food at MetLife?
Oh, MetLife won for the third year consecutive best food in all ballparks.
Okay, well, I've never been to a game, so I gotta get to a game.
You have to
what
come.
What do I have to get?
Oh my gosh. So I'm not like a huge food person, which is so weird.
Well, that's so funny though, because that's my Michelle Daniel's wife. That's Colombian, like no spicy food, which I realize in Colombia, no spicy food's a thing.
Spicy food,
and it's not an insane, like the food's great, but it's not an insane like shoving food down your throat kind of place.
Yeah, I mean they do serve you good, but like for me, I know New York City. Like first, like favorite hobby is to go to restaurants. For me, it's not like for me. It's like, yeah, we can go to a restaurant, but I'm not gonna memorize which restaurant we went and what we ate. For my birthday, like, you know, dinner is like, and I was like, do we have to go to dinner? Like,
she's like, I'd rather go to a Mets game.
Yeah, I like to get experiences because regardless it's my birthday or not, we're gonna eat. Like you and me have to eat. So dinner is like, but City Field, it's amazing for their food. I always get the nachos. It comes like in a helmet, like a baseball, and like they're really good. I always get the ice cream too that comes also like in the home apple run ice cream. What else? Again, I'm always so distracted with all the other things that is not
so
food.
when you're at the game, are you able to watch the game? Are you interviewing people the whole entire time?
No. Oh, and also on Tuesdays, there is like $5 food. So you can get like 6 items and $5 each.
Amazing.
So on Tuesday is the way to go. Okay. When I am at the games, I have to create content. But it depends. You know, there are tasks. Sometimes they want me to advertise certain things.
Yeah.
Like I just did the food content about like Tuesday is $5, like the popcorn, the hot dog, the beer. Anyway, so I did that, and then I was able to enjoy the game a little bit. The other day, I just went for fun, but then I still interview fans because, like, again, I like to create content. Like, if I'm going to a sporting event, and even when the brand is telling me you don't have to go, we just want you to experience it, I like to create because it's like
we're gonna have to get you to a Bills game because, well, the Bills are coming here, honestly.
Oh,
and I definitely want you to come to that. So the Bills fans are coming here the second week. It's the second week of the NFL schedule. It's like September 17th, I believe. We'll be throwing a huge tailgate right at American Dream Mall, like right there.
Yes. I know.
And we have a huge Spanish population.
Oh,
we had
my God.
a whole entire party bus come to our Kansas City game, Bills Kansas City playoffs game.
Of course.
And everyone was from Mexico, but like I kid you not, like I think your audience would love. I mean, Bills is the #1 viral content. They have 14 million followers on social media, or like 14 million fan base. Their page for the Buffalo Bills page probably has like 2 or 3 million, but like all of our, I mean, the quarterback's super famous now. Like, it's just insanity.
I know. I heard you guys are a lot of fun. Plus, Jason Kelsey made it a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly. He came to our tailgate in New York.
Yes. And, I mean, there is a bar in Astoria where they host Bill fans. And
do you know what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Murphy's Bar.
Murphy's Bar. Oh, yes.
You have to go.
Isn't there 2 floors?
No, it has one.
Okay. But I've definitely heard
it's
of
in Astoria, and they have the Bills fans there. So I went there for the playoff game last year.
So you already dabbled your toes. The owners of this podcast are huge Bills fans.
Yes. Like, I am New York sports, so like people say Bills is the...
Yes, you have to try that. You have to do that.
No, but I have to go to a game. I have never gone.
So we're going to get you to the game. We're going to get you eating some chicken wings. Miss, like, I don't know if I'm really a foodie. I'll get you some real chicken wings, and then you'll love that. But we have to close out here. I would love to, if you have any little last-minute advice for people on social media or a hack that you learned. I was just teaching people how they can do remixing on social media because that's something a lot of people don't know how to do. But if you have any advice like that, and then where to find you on socials.
Oh my God, an advice?
Yeah,
Help me out.
But it could be anything. You could just talk about like go how you did your hand. Did your hand move, or just like that being authentic, just it doesn't have to be advice, but you could, I guess you gave it earlier, because starting a post, or like with my podcast, I always say like, hello friends, like, and that's when you see these like, yes chef, he wears hats that say yes chef, this other girl, let's get into it, like starting it with always a quote is huge. So we gave the advice earlier, but you can tell everyone where to find you on socials.
Okay. Okay. My social media is SportsGirl NYC, on all platforms. And yes.
And if anyone wants to get a hold of you, can they DM you? Do they want email? What's your vibe?
No. They can DM me.
Okay.
Yes.
DM
I
you
mean,
away.
if they want a brand deal, maybe email me, Maria-Isabelle at sportsgirlnyc.com.
Easy enough.
But yeah, I always answer DMs.
Me too.
Try my best.
I've had people be like, come up to me at the bar and be like, you never answered my DM back. And I was like, okay. And then I go into the Instagram. I'm like, for the last 2 years, we've DM'd back and forth. And then I missed one of your messages.
Yeah, sometimes it gets hectic.
Like,
and more if we're doing like something really big and everybody is messaging you. And sometimes it goes to hidden. So it's not like...
But also it's like the key of like, sometimes I pick up the phone, like I'm in my DMs, my phone rings, and then I'm on that, and then I forget about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But also, if you're trying to reach out to me, I have a LinkedIn, I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, I have a TikTok, but I have a number on my website. I have an email.
Oh, wow.
I have a fill-out form.
I don't have my phone number.
Oh, yeah. There's just so many things where I'm like, guys, if you want to work with me professionally, like, and I don't answer a DM, like, send me an email. Like, I'm still a business at the end of the day.
Yes. I mean, if a brand wants to work for me, for sure, email. I'm always like answering my emails, and right away too.
Yes, all day. Well, Maria-Isabelle, thank you so much. I can't wait to get you at a Bills game.
Thank
Go
you
follow
so much.
SportsGirl NYC, because she's the only girl doing it.
Yes.
Cheers. From small town roots to the big city hustle, remember your past doesn't define you. Your passion does. If something hits home today, share it, tag me, even write in. Be a part of this community. This isn't just my mic, it's ours. Check the episode description below for all the links. Until next time, keep building your empire your way.